And in just a moment, I'll be joined by a member of the House Judiciary Committee who has broken with House leadership. And last night, she heard from constituents. But we're going to kick things off with my colleague, NBC News Capitol Hill reporter Leanne Caldwell. She's been on town hall duty this week. Today, she is with Democratic Congresswoman Katie Porter. That's a town hall that's about to get underway in Tustin, California. It's a district that could be very well an interesting indicator for Democrats on the impeachment issue. So, Leanne, I know you're going to have Congresswoman Porter with you there in a second. But set the scene. You were in Grand Rapids for the big Justin Amash town hall. Tell me what's similar. Yep. Tell me what's different.
So, Chuck, we chose this town hall because we're in Orange County. This is the first time that this district has gone Democrat since this district was created in the 1950s. So this is more of a swingy district, more moderate. And so we wanted to see what voters here had to say. And I actually have the Congresswoman here with me, and she's willing to take a few questions. Thank you so much, Congresswoman Porter. So you are a freshman Congresswoman, and you've come to Congress, and now you're faced with this question of impeachment. So you have not come out in support of impeachment yet. Is that position still hold for you?
So Congress is a deliberative body, and so one of the things that we're doing is appropriately deliberating. So this morning at 7:15, my phone rang, and it was one of my colleagues on the East Coast calling, and he wanted to talk through what to make of Mr. Mueller's statements yesterday. And I thought to myself, wow, it's pretty bold that he's calling me at 7:15, and he pointed out that I had texted him first to talk about impeachment. So it's important that Congress try to get this right. It's important that we try to communicate with the American public about what, in fact, the constitutional obligations are and what, in fact, the appropriate next steps are. So the Constitution's pretty vague on this, which means that this is part of a public deliberative process in figuring out what to do next.
So based on Mueller's public statement yesterday, has anything changed for you?
No, I think his statement was entirely consistent with what's in the written report. So I had read those statements in the written report and had already thought through and focused on what he had said and what he had not said. So I think the encouraging thing for everybody is that what he said is 100% consistent with the report. And the job of us, of the remaining Congress people, is to read that report, to talk with their constituents, and to decide what to do next to uphold our duty to safeguard our democracy.
So am I reading this correctly? You're not there on impeachment.
I haven't made a public decision yet, but I have done the background reading, and I'm continuing to get very good briefings every day as things continue to evolve.
Great. Thank you so much, Congresswoman. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Chuck, it's going to be really interesting. This town hall hasn't started yet, but it's going to be interesting to hear what questions these voters have and to see if impeachment continues to come up in this swing district where there's a lot of moderate Democrats and Republicans here, Chuck.
Leanne, it's great, and I have to say, it caught my ear. She said, I haven't made a public decision yet on impeachment. Very interesting use of the word public, and the fact that they're talking behind the scenes with each other as, I think, a very significant thing that we learned there, too. Great job, Leanne. Now go watch the town hall. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.